insights, picks, results. This is Wizard Sports Picks. Beyond the Lines.
All right, welcome to Beyond the Lines, powered by WizardSportsPicks.com. I'm Tom Macrina. This is your Monday, March 30th edition. So once again, I'm a happy man recording this. If you watch Wizards Pit Stop, you know that I catch Chase Elliott at Martinsville. You can find that show every week on Thursdays. We're taking this week off because there's no race because of Easter. So enjoy your Easter. Happy Easter to all. Monday is a pretty decent board. I actually have two early tennis plays in this video. I also have a play for the women's tournament and a late night NHL play. Before we kick off, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Hit the bell to subscribe and join our daily dose of winning picks from the best handicappers in the game. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's your lock for Monday's slate? I'm reading and replying to every single one. Also, make sure you head over to WizardSportsPicks.com for my premium plays and check out our leaderboard. Also, enter your email for daily free picks and a list of the hottest cappers. So we'll start off with, some tennis. 8-5-1-3, Eva Lys against 8-5-1-4, Katie Volynets. This match will be played at 8 o'clock on Monday morning. So Eva, this is the Charleston Open. They're playing on clay. Eva Lys and Katie Volynets, they have met once before. Back in July of 2022, this was on clay in Lausanne, where Lys won a three-set battle. She won 6-1, 3-6, 6-2. Obviously, a lot has changed since that encounter. Lys started 2026 strongly, reached a career-high ranking of number 39, but she had a hyperextended knee injury that she suffered at the Australian Open, and that has significantly disrupted her season. She's missed several key events, including Indian Wells, and she's struggled to regain full rhythm and fitness upon her return. Her recent form reflects those setbacks. Volynets, by contrast, entered this match in solid shape, and with better recent momentum, she has shown good competitiveness in early 2026 matches, including wins in qualifying and early rounds on hard courts. More importantly, the American has historically performed well on clay. This is a surface that suits her game. Obviously, the betting market has taken notice. This line has flipped, with Volynets now installed as a slight favorite, around minus 120. That's what we're looking for. On green clay in Charleston, we'll side with the player who appears in better physical condition and brings superior surface-specific comfort. So we're going to go with Katie Volynets minus 120. I do have another tennis play. We are looking at the over. So we are going with 8-5-5-1 Ashlyn Krueger versus McNally, 8-5-5-2. So this looks like a classic grinder with a very realistic chance of going the distance or producing a high total. I expect a close, competitive match with plenty of momentum swings. Katie McNally, she enters with a solid recent form and edge and consistency. She's been more reliable from the baseline, and she owns the superior return numbers. This should allow her to stay in rallies and create pressure on the second serve. Ashlyn Krueger, she counters with the better serve and a stronger mentality under pressure. She just got the better of McNally in her most recent meeting, 6-1, 7-6 in Austin on hard ground. This shows she can dominate when her first serve is clicking. The contrasting styles, McNally's steady baseline game versus Krueger's aggressive serving and big point play, point to longer rallies and extended sets. So I expect a back and forth momentum shifts that often produce tie breaks or tight 7-5 sets. Their last encounter did stay under 21.5 games, but that doesn't change the outlook here. With both players capable of trading breaks and forcing close games, The total should push higher this time around. So we're going to take Krueger versus McNally over 21.5 games. I think this goes over no matter who wins the match. We could talk a little college basketball on the women's side. 3127 TCU is playing 3128 South Carolina. So I'm staying off the side here. Spread is big enough that TCU feels like a live dog, but South Carolina's depth, their defensive versatility, and tournament experience make them tough to bet against in an ATS spot here. So instead, we're going to pivot to the total. I think this number is simply too low. TCU's offense is built to score. It's guard-driven, full of shot-making upside, and riding the extra energy that comes with being an underdog. The Horned Frogs control tempo well. They rarely beat themselves with turnovers, and they have the athleticism to create easy looks in the half court or on the break. That combination is a perfect recipe for putting points on the board. South Carolina, meanwhile, is one of the most dangerous transition teams in the country. They push the pace, they drive in an open floor, and have the personnel to score in bunches once they get going. In a game where they're expected to control things, that transition game won't disappear. I think it actually becomes more lethal because TCU will have to chase and extend possessions just to stay within striking distance. We put it all together, and you're looking at two teams that can both get to the 70s or higher without forcing the issue. So I fully expect South Carolina to flirt with 80 points, while TCU's guard play and tempo control keep the game competitive enough to prevent this from turning into a low-scoring slog. So we're going to take TCU versus South Carolina over 132.5. And then finally, I have a total in a hockey game. So the San Jose Sharks host the St. Louis Blues. Where did you go? There we go. All right. So yeah, number 181, St. Louis versus 82, San Jose. This game's going to be played at 10:07. So these teams have already met twice this month, and both games stayed low scoring and actually went to overtime. March 6th in San Jose, the Blues won 3-2 in overtime. On March 26th in St. Louis, the Blues again prevailed 2-1 in overtime, with Dylan Holloway scoring the winner with just 3 seconds left. While the Blues erupted for 5 goals in their most recent game, they've otherwise cashed the under in 6 of their last 7 contests. The Sharks have also seen the under hit in their last 2 games. So given the tight defensive nature of their recent head-to-head and the current trends for both clubs, I don't expect a sudden offensive explosion here. The total should trend lower once again. So we're going to take the Blues versus Sharks under 6. So let's recap my plays for Monday, March 30th. I have 2 plays for tennis. Both start at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're taking 8-5-1-3 Eva Lys versus 8-5-1-4 Katie Volynets. We're going to take Volynets on the money line at minus 120. For the second tennis match, also at 8 o'clock, we're going with 8-5-5-1 Ashlyn Krueger versus 8-5-5-2 Catherine McNally. And we're taking the over 21.5 games. In a women's college basketball tournament, we are taking 3-1-2-7 TCU versus 3-1-2-8 South Carolina. We're going to go over 132.5 in that match. And finally, in the NHL, number 81 St. Louis Blues versus number 82 San Jose Sharks. We're going to take the under 6. Make sure you tune in to the Wizards Sports Lair live every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. The Wiz host David Delano, Joey Tron, Sniper West, and myself in an NCAA tournament contest. I'm still alive going into this last weekend, and I hope to win this thing. Also, make sure you tune into Wizards Pit Stop, where Joey Tron and myself break down the races. As I mentioned, this week we have no show, but we will be back next week. Most importantly, make sure you head over to wizardsportspicks.com for all my premium plays. We have the top roster in sports betting right now. You can also watch Beyond the Lines daily right here. Like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. My name is Tom Macrina. You can find me on all social media at Rycape. Let's start the week off with some winners. And more importantly, let's catch some tickets.